And we should have also had a headline somewhere that the Congress is decimated. Why didn't we have that headline? Because the Congress is down to 0. That's a headline we will have in the next bulletin, perhaps. But those are the big stories. Atishi Marlena, spokesperson of the AAP, is joining me at the moment. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, and we'll also be joined by other guests at the moment. But before I come to those guests, Sheshadri Chari, you've been with us since the morning. This scale of the victory. Now you can't make any excuses. Now it's a wipeout. I don't know what more to say. 31 seats, 32 seats in lower income groups, AAP leading in 29. Yeah. Middle income groups, AAP leading in 26, BJP in 2. High income groups, 10 to AAP, 0 to BJP. This is a wipeout. This is a tsunami.
See, forget the middle income, high income groups and all that. It's very simple. There were two parties.
Yes.
Aam Aadmi Party and BJP.
Yes.
The BJP was able to retain 33%.
Yes.
From 34%, it went down to
So you're seeing it as a pure arithmetic factor.
Therefore, the arithmetic is terribly against us.
Okay. But elections are fought on arithmetic and chemistry. And I often look at chemistry. Has the chemistry been with the Aam Aadmi Party? Arithmetic, clearly the decline of the Congress meant advantage Aam Aadmi Party. But elections are also about chemistry. Yeah. Somewhere Arvind Kejriwal was able to connect with the voters, perhaps like Kiran Bedi or no BJP leader could.
Ultimately, definitely an arithmetic outcome. But before that, there's an entire campaign phase which is all about chemistry, the political talk, getting the people to attend your rallies and letting people think you're a credible party. So here was a BJP that starts on an advantage. And I would say, as we were conferring with Dr. Lahiri, that the BJP has literally got defeat from the jaws of victory. I mean, you literally fritter it all away. Mr. Prabhat Jha today, an under-discussed man as a Prabhari of Delhi, should be answering here today. Lot of the seats that went, for example, Burari was one of those seats that seemed to be a place that would be near certain victory. Kirari, another near certain victory. All of these places, what happened to the Karyakarta? What happened to the volunteer mobilization? Your leadership factor fails. And of course, your messages that come from Mr. Narendra Modi, even in Ambedkar Nagar, the last minute rally that you put, even there you...
no, but let's settle this. Is it arithmetic or chemistry? Because elections are partly at least about arithmetic. Arithmetic went against the BJP because the Congress vote collapsed and went to the AAP. But the chemistry of it. I mean, Manishankar Iyer, Sheshadri Chari has a point. Elections are also about arithmetic. The other way to look at it is the arithmetic it became a two-party race.
Then you stay in your room and just wait for the outcome. What do you do the electioneering about? It's all about chemistry, about the campaign.
So you're saying that in May 2014, the chemistry was with Narendra Modi.
Yes, it was.
In February 2015, the chemistry has shifted to Kejriwal.
And what explains the Dalit voting for the BJP in May 2013 and what
May 2014.
In May 2014 and this change now, definitely about chemistry. Something that you are able to credibly promise to the Dalit voter that doesn't come your way now.
Chemistry can change the arithmetic. If the chemistry had changed the arithmetic, it would not be 33%.
So you're saying the BJP retained its vote?
It would have been 10% for BJP, 10% for Congress.
So this is chapter 11.
See, what has gone terribly against us is our own slogan, Congress Mukta Bharat.
I think we should relook it.
Okay, so the Congress Mukta Bharat. Okay, then let Manishankar respond. Yes, Manishankar.
The 2014 May election was won by Modi and Amit Shah.
Yes.
And the February 2015 election has been lost by Modi and
Narendra Modi.
Narendra Modi. And therefore, the major lesson to be learned is that if the BJP continues centralizing both governance as well as party affairs, as these two people had done in Gujarat during the time that they were in Gujarat, then they are headed towards doom.
Okay, let me just bring in GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP. Along with him is also Rajiv Gowda of the Congress. But a quick response from you, GVL Narasimha Rao. I know you're a cephalogist. You were pouring scorn almost on our polls. And yes, our polls underestimated, if anything, the scale of the BJP's defeat. Today, will you with all humility say that you completely misread the electorate?
Yes, I think certainly so, because the scale of victory that the party has, I think, secured, Aam Aadmi Party today, somehow I think this was not evident to the party, because we thought we were very much in contest. I think the real story will be known when we actually have the vote shares. So, but I think the vote gap could be as much as 12, 13, 14%.
That's right. In fact, at the moment it's 20%.
Turned out to be.
At the moment, the vote gap is almost as high as 20%.
That would be the highest in Delhi ever, because the highest it was in 1998 with a gap of about 13%. And now if it turns out to be 20, I think it has turned into a personality contest, Rajdeep, like it was in Lok Sabha elections. The people of Delhi and people of the country voted heavily for a leader. I think the election in Delhi has turned out to be a personality-centric vote as far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned. So
right.
I think
that's an
there was
interesting
possibly
point.
no way.
Let me pursue
There was
that
no way
point.
we could have stalled this.
Let me pursue that point. Was it a personality contest? Was it in any way, T.R. Ramchandra, senior journalist joining us, was it a personality contest? Was it Arvind Kejriwal versus Kiran Bedi? Who do I want to lead Delhi? And it was a no contest. And was it about personalities at the local level? Who should be my chief minister? We've seen it in other states. In Shivraj Singh Chauhan's, people sometimes look for a chief minister whom they think will be credible and will address their concerns.
Rajdeep, I think I mentioned this last time also when we were on this program. The fact remains that BJP and its top leadership and strategists, mainly Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah, had become too arrogant in the last 8 months. They thought anywhere they go, it is nothing but victory for them. And this is a big letdown because Mr. Amit Shah himself admitted that I am depending totally on my cadres,
right, and
that we have parachuted somebody who's going to take us to victory.
So you think it's the arrogance of Amit Shah and Narendra Modi that is the bubble has been pricked? The bubble has been pricked.
Yes.
So it's a personality clash in the sense of a bubble being pricked. You want to go with that, GVL Narasimha Rao? That the personality clash that you're talking about, you seem to be suggesting is Kiran Bedi versus Kejriwal. Others seem to be suggesting it's Modi Shah versus Kejriwal.
No, I think Rajdeep, please just hear me out.
Yes.
I think it was an election that Kejriwal had won, not today, not a month ago, for a long time.
That's not true. That's not true. Narasimha Rao, 3 weeks ago, I'm going to tell you, 3 weeks, sir, you're a psephologist. No. Hold on. 3 weeks ago, even our December tracker, the first tracker we did, BJP was ahead. BJP was ahead of the Aam Aadmi Party in our December tracker. It's after the middle of January that things started changing. Now, we have to try and understand why things started changing. You need to also introspect and tell us why things started changing. That is when Kiran Bedi was appointed. That is also when Mr. Modi met Mr. Obama. That's also when there were attacks on churches. That's also when at that stage people believe prices of vegetables had risen for a couple of weeks. All these things are going to also have to be looked at. You can't just shake your... That's when Modi called Arvind Kejriwal urban Naxal. That's when you all, ran a negative campaign against Kejriwal. Start accepting. You all made mistakes.
No, Rajdeep, all this could have a marginal impact. But I think I have a strong sense that early polls failed to really get the mood of Delhi. Early polls failed to really read the mood of Delhi. And it's not that the mood has changed in 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I think it's people-centric election, and in a city-state like Delhi, where people don't have any strong political loyalties, I think we have a large section voted for the BJP in the last Lok Sabha polls because they wanted a big mandate, a clear mandate for Mr. Modi. And today, that mood for Delhi Assembly, the Delhi state has clearly sailed with Arvind
I think you make a fair point.
And we brought
you make a fair point. Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM. I think you make a fair point,
that
which
was
others...
the Aam Aadmi Party's own slogan.
Okay, Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM was an Aam Aadmi Party slogan as well, is what is being suggested. It was the Aam Aadmi Party slogan. When I interviewed Arvind Kejriwal in October, November, he refused to criticize Narendra Modi. He, in fact, even on the auto rickshaws, he made it about Arvind Kejriwal versus Jagdish Mukhi first, then Arvind Kejriwal versus Kiran Bedi. Is there something to that? Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM.
But you can't win an election by saying that. That may be a way of deflecting criticism.
No, the point but it's not a defeat, therefore, for Narendra Modi, but it is the failure to have a credible local leadership of the BJP.
Every election is contextual.
Yes.
This is Delhi election 2015.
Right.
That's what counts.
Yes.
What happened earlier is not important. What might happen a year later is not important. This is the issue. And if Kejriwal said that PM and CM, he was obviously trying to carve a niche for himself and say, you are PM, don't you interfere in my domain. But other than that, you can't imagine people voting for Kejriwal by saying, let's vote for him and not vote for him there.
But in the
No, let me be clear. Let's put some hard facts before our viewers. And before we take party positions, the fact is 60 of the 70 Vidhan Sabha constituencies were won by the BJP. They won all 7 Lok Sabha seats in May of this year, or May of 2014. Suddenly the positions are reversed. Then Mr. Modi was the factor. Now Mr. Kejriwal is the factor. GVL Narasimha Rao has a point. Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM.
What I would say is
Yes.
that this election has pricked the bubble of Kiran Bedi and the balloon of Modi.
No, those are nice lines, Mani. I am giving you the facts.
Yeah, I'm trying to give a metaphor for the facts that you placed.
Why don't
This
Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM.
Yeah, but Modi has been defeated in this election because he and Amit Shah were the leading determinants
but you see-
of strategy and tactics.
Absolutely.
It is they who brought in Kiran Bedi.
Ashok, and then I'll
in
get
2014,
Yes.
Manmohan was a factor.
Yes.
And this time Modi is a factor.
Yes,
That is
go
the
ahead.
reason.
Rajdeep, I
Good.
think
Yes, that's quick response,
That's fair
Ashok.
enough.
I'll back you up.
Yes,
Because if you remember,
Yes.
Delhi became a state in 1993.
yes,
Madan Lal Khurana ji and then Shahid Singh Bharma.
Yes.
They were the chief ministers. After that, for 15 years,
Yes.
Congress had an uninterrupted rule in Delhi. In the center, governments change. So I will caution you in reading too much into Delhi election and projecting that to what is going to happen to India.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
And that actually bears out your point that in Vidhan Sabha elections and Lok Sabha elections, people do not vote on identical issues.
That's exactly it.
That's
And
my point.
Rajiv Gowda, my fear is that while Mani Shankar Iyer is refusing to accept my premise, Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM, are you willing to be a little more charitable there? Let's say an election is held in Karnataka tomorrow. The issues will be the performance of Siddaramaia's government.
Well, Delhi is quite special, Rajdeep.
Why
And
is it
in that
special?
context, essentially, given, well, because it's right there with the central government playing a significant role in running it for the last 8 months. Many parts, home and ministries like that are run essentially out of the central government.
I chose whoever
this is
was
as
my
much-
best chief ministerial candidate. I chose Kejriwal. I preferred him to Kiran Bedi. The BJP offered no credible leadership. Mr. Narendra Modi could not cover up the cracks and the weaknesses that existed by simple rhetoric. That's the truth of the matter. So it became Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM.
No. Kejriwal for CM is absolutely what the landslide verdict is all about.
Yes.
But the verdict is also a rejection of Modi and his platform of Chalo Delhi, we'll go with Modi. You vote for Modi and we'll make sure that we'll put in the right chief ministers everywhere. That model that worked in Haryana, that worked in Jharkhand and other places has not worked here. And essentially in Delhi, you have a rejection of the eight months of Modi's government. Because it was also directly responsible for running the state for the last 8 months.
I'm going to hold you on that. Hold that thought. I'm waiting for Atishi Marlena to join us. But, Seshadri Chari, do you want to make a confession that maybe the Delhi voter who sees Narendra Modi in and around, he is in the capital. It's a strange city in that sense. Statehood is part of, at the end of the day, of the national capital region. So could he have compared Modi's 8 months with Kejriwal's 49 days?
Not at all.
No question of that.
No, the Delhi voter has very clearly seen, I still stand by what he said. The slogan in 2013 was also against Modi for PM and Kejriwal for CM. There what happened was, Kejriwal had to fight BJP and the Congress. Finally, he ended up getting a lesser number of seats.
No, but are you going to... The fact is, Narendra Modi, sir...
Please let me complete this sentence. No, yes. Kejriwal's campaign this time was, पिछली बार थोड़ी कसर रह गई, थोड़े सीट्स कम हो गए, उतना आप मुझे हमें दीजिए. That worked.
But I'm going to turn it around and say, Mr. Modi, on the other hand, said that I will run. You saw the advertisements of the BJP in the last 48 hours before the campaign. Life-size photograph of Narendra Modi, small miniature-size photograph of Kiran Bedi. Mr. Modi or the BJP or whoever its campaign managers were, willy-nilly made it Modi versus Kejriwal. I agree with you. It was Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM. But your party made it about Narendra Modi versus Kejriwal.
Yes,
that was a mistake. Was that a mistake?
That was the strategy which we thought will work.
It didn't
because it worked in Jharkhand. It worked in.
So then then Mr. Modi has to be held accountable.
It worked everywhere.
It didn't work in Delhi.
It's not that Modi said, "Mera photo lagao." It's not that. The campaign managers
they miscalculated
that if we could win Jharkhand, if we could win
so it shows
Haryana,
the limits of Modi's power.
So this could we could
so
do
it
this.
shows the limits of Modi's power. That one individual cannot win every state.
But we did it to the extent of getting mopping up that 33%.
Okay, you're saying that you would not even have got that if Modi was not there. That's what you're trying to say. Okay.
And Kiran Bedi also. Okay. And Kiran Bedi also. Don't blame Kiran Bedi.
Okay.
Let me tell you. I can't.
Sir, you're down to 4 seats and nobody's held accountable.